Hey there guys, I'm back to another video, and today's video is my Nintendo Wii Collection, and I will talk about the games that I really have experience with, games that I've played a lot, while the other games that I don't really talk about, I either haven't played a lot of it, or I really don't remember much. So, I'll start from the left to right, then I'll get to the games that are right over here to the left. So, let's first off start with A Boy and His Blob. This is a platformer, I believe, and I bought it because it got out of print, so I assume that this game would become rare, but it still hasn't. So I have this blank game right here, is Animal Crossing City Folk. I have Kolyoko Quest for Infinity. Two Cooking Mama games. I have Cooking Mama Cook Off and Cooking Mama World Kitchen. Destroy All Humans, Big Willy Unleashed. Donkey Kong Country Returns. This is actually a really fun Donkey Kong Country game. It brings back the challenge that the previous games have brought, and it's really challenging. And finishing this game along with Tropical Freeze were definite hair pullers. I don't know what to call them, but they were definitely challenging, I would say. So, yeah. If you own a 3DS, they also released this game on there, so if you want to play it on there, you can do that. They also added some new stuff on there, like I believe that there's like a balloon that'll like help you get up from like bottomless pits and stuff like that. So it's basically like an easier version on the go. So if you want to play it on the 3DS, I won't judge you, but yeah, it's just an easier version, I think. New Play Control, Donkey Kong Country, or Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. There's no country in there. And this is actually a really fun game. It was originally released on the GameCube, so that's why it has the New Play Control feature. And it's really fun. If you play this game from start to finish, I think you'll really enjoy yourself, especially if you like platformers. So, yeah. Fling Smash. It's basically like a Wii Motion Plus demo, so there's that. Fortune Street. It's like Monopoly, but not exactly. There's also a bunch of Dragon Quest characters along with Mario characters in here, so I really like playing this game with my friends, and the channel that introduced this to me was obviously Game Grumps. You know, I've watched the Runaway guys play this, but I was like, I don't really get what's going on. But since the Game Grumps, they also didn't know what was really going on. You know, they kind of explained as they were playing a bit. So, yeah, I really like this game. Kirby's Dream Collection Special Edition. Comes with Kirby Dream Land 1, 2, 3, and Kirby 64, and Kirby's Adventure, and Kirby Superstar. And it also has a CD and a book. So, yeah, I bought this, and this was the last one at my local Toys R Us. But it turns out that this wasn't actually going to be all that rare. So, yeah. Kirby's Epic Yarn is a nice, chill, relaxed Kirby game. You know, if you fall off a pit or technically quote-unquote die, you don't really lose much. You could still keep playing. There's no lives within this game. You kind of just lose beads or jewels or whatever the heck they're called. So, yeah. Kirby's Return to Dreamland is considered to be one of the best, if not the best, Kirby game within recent years. So, yeah. I haven't finished it yet, but it does live up to that name. It is really fun. Klonoa on the Wii, and when this wasn't initially released, if this sold enough, they would have made the sequel that was released on the PS2 on here, remade it and everything, but sadly, this game did not sell all that great, so we do not have a sequel on the Wii. But still, you can go and get the sequel on the PS2 for a pretty decent price. But anyways, this game is a fun platformer, 2.5D platformer, I believe that's what it's called, and yeah, I really like this game. Mad World is a hack and slash where a guy runs around with a chainsaw just murdering people, and you will play it as the guy with the chainsaw, and it's really fun. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Mario Kart Wii. Not the best Mario Kart game, but it's still pretty fun. Mario Strikers Charged. I really like the GameCube version, so I bought the sequel that was released on the Wii. Mario Super Sluggers. I believe I played this with my cousin a couple times, so I was like, you know what, I'll buy it myself, just in case if he does come over, or if I have people that do actually want to play this game, but no one wants to play, so. Metroid Prime Trilogy. I actually found this on my local GameStop, I believe, for the $60 used price, and honestly that is a steal, especially since it came with the steelbook, and on top of that, obviously the game, and I actually do have the receipt. I paid $53.99 for this, and I think it's all worth, because the steelbook is awesome, and the game is very sought after. It got released on the Nintendo eShop for the Wii U, so if you want to buy it on there, you could get it on there if you want. Metroid Other M. Not exactly a great Metroid game considered by many fans. Naruto Class of Ninja Revolution 1 and 2. These are fun little Naruto fighting games on the Wii. If you like Naruto games, or Naruto in general, you might want to look into these. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This is the second installment within the entire series, and it introduced 4-player madness. So, yeah, this game really does set the bar for the next new Super Mario Bros. Game. So, yeah, that's just on how I see it, personally. No More Heroes. Ignore the really, really bad cover that I did not print out, but the game store I bought it from did. But yeah, it's another one of those hack and slash games, rated M for mature games on the Wii. There's not many of those out there, so this is one of them, and it's really fun. It's made by the same person that made Lollipop Chainsaw, so. Pikmin 1 and 2 released on the Wii. If you want to see my reviews on these where I go much more in depth, you can do that. I will put links in the description below, and I will put them at the end of this video. So if you want to check them out then, you can do that. But yeah, basically these are great Nintendo games. They did a great job with these two games, personally. Punch-Out is a great Wii game. It was basically to go and revitalize a old Nintendo franchise that they've been sitting on for a long time, and Punch-Out being released on the Wii, I think it's really good and really fun. And if you do not own this game, I highly recommend going online or going on the Nintendo Wii U eShop. I believe it's released within certain regions of this game for the eShop, and it's really good. I really like it. So if you haven't played this game and you like Little Mac within Super Smash Bros. or are interested within playing something new on their Wii/Wii U, definitely pick this game up. I really like it. So, Rayman Raving Rabbids is the first game right here, and I also have Rabbids Go Home. These two are like average games. They aren't exactly completely garbage in my opinion, but they're okay. Rhythm Heaven Fever is a great rhythm-based game. If you like doing rhythm games or like playing rhythm games in general, it's really good. There's no motion controls, first off. You only use the A and B buttons to go and do the rhythm stuff. So yeah, you won't get frustrated if you like miss a beat or something, because it's gonna be button pushes, button presses, button inputs. That's the words I was looking for. But yeah, it's fairly cheap, I believe, nowadays, so if you want to go check it out, you can do that. Samba de Amigo. Sin and Punishment Star Successor. If you played Kid Icarus Uprising and you love those flying sequences, this is basically the entire game. Sin and Punishment Star Successor is basically Kid Icarus Uprising, the flying sequences, but that's the entire game, and it's really damn fun. I really like it. So let's go and just bring out all of the Sonic games. We have Sonic Unleashed. I really like Sonic Unleashed, actually. The Warhawk segments, that's the word I was looking for. The Warhawk segments I find to be fun. You know, a lot of people may not like them because, you know, it's not what Sonic's all about. You know, he's all about speed, but, you know, just breaking the pace up here and there with some, you know, beat 'em up action, I really don't mind. Sonic Riders Zero Gravity is honestly not exactly the greatest. Sonic Riders, the original, was a lot better because it was a lot simpler. But since they now add a zero gravity mechanic, it kind of makes everything more complicated. So it's kind of hard for new players to go and pick it up and play. And especially since I do have the Wii version, motion controls will screw you over in races. I am telling you that right now. So, yeah. Sonic Colors is probably one of the more recent Sonic games that's actually really damn good, and I really like it. So, if you haven't played Sonic Colors and you like 3D platformers and just Sonic in general, you should probably play it. Sonic and the Black Knight and Sonic and the Secret Rings. Sonic and the Secret Rings is okay, not exactly. It's probably one of the worst Sonic games, but I think it's, I mean, it's playable, but, like, I don't really like it because motion controls for Sonic kind of suck. But Sonic and the Black Knight, there is motion controls, but I find this game to be a lot more fun than Secret Rings, just because the fact that when you swing your sword, or when you swing the remote, you swing your sword, and that's really fun, and I really like that mechanic. But that's just me. I'm one of the very few people that actually do like Sonic and the Black Knight, so there's that. The Super Mario All-Stars Limited Edition was released to celebrate 25 years of Mario, and this is basically Super Mario All-Stars but on a disc, and on top of that, they released a soundtrack and a booklet with it, with this special edition right here. So, yeah, I'm very glad that I own this because when it originally came out, it turned out to be extremely rare, so lucky to pick that up. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are great games to go and demonstrate on what Nintendo knows what they're doing with Mario. Mario Galaxy 1, really great game, I really like it. But Mario Galaxy 2 takes it one step further, making this probably my favorite Wii game out of the entire library, to be honest, because Yoshi and the Rock Mushroom Edition, you know, there's just some small elements added to Super Mario Galaxy 2 from its predecessor that makes this game just so much better than the first one, in my opinion. So, there's that. Super Paper Mario, it's a RPG, and I did not get far within it, so, but the main mechanic is that you could go from 2D to 3D, so there's that. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, when it originally came out, I played this game a lot, but nowadays I do not even touch it because the new one on the Wii U and 3DS is honestly a lot better because the competitive nature of Smash Bros. Kind of has to, you know, go out, you know. Melee is very popular, Smash 4 is kind of popular, but when it comes to competitive stuff in Brawl, it's really little to none. When it comes to Super Smash Bros. Brawl, in terms of like competitive scene, it's the Project M, which is basically a modded version of Brawl to act more like Melee. So, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom is a fighting game having Capcom characters and Tatsunoko characters battle it out, including Ryu, Chun-Li, Mega Man, Zero, Frank West, and a bunch of other Capcom characters versus Tatsunoko characters, which you probably have no idea who they are, including myself. Tetris Party Deluxe is a multiplayer based Tetris game, so if you have friends over, you could play it. I tried to play with my friends, but they didn't really like it, so yeah. TMNT Smash Up, it's basically Ninja Turtles with Smash Brothers elements, so just think of Smash Brothers with a Ninja Turtle skin on top, but not as good as Smash Brothers, because nothing can really beat Smash Brothers, not even PlayStation All-Stars. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, I heard that this is a great Zelda game, but I have not played a lot of it, so sadly can't really talk about it. Let me just pull out the last 3 games over here. Wario Land Shake It. I hear that this is a great game. Too bad I did not get far into it. Wii Music and Wii Play. This was one of the first games my dad bought along with the Wii, and it's actually really fun. It comes with like a bunch of mini games, so to go and demonstrate the uses of the Wii itself. So now that we have all of these games out of the way, let's talk about these games right over here. So let me just pull them out. Alright, so we have Xenoblade Chronicles Loose on the Wii, and this is considered to be one of the best, if not the best, Wii game out of the entire library. And you know, I'm not exactly far into it, so I can't really say much, but from what I have played so far, I'm kind of liking it. Wii Sports comes with the console, and I think it is the best-selling game of all time, so yeah. Link's crossbow training came with the Wii Zapper. It was a nice tech demo, kind of, to go and show off the capabilities of the Wii Zapper, and hopefully developers could go and use this as an example of what they could use with the Wii Zapper, but not many people use the Wii Zapper, so kind of just fell flat on its face. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, and I actually did finish this game. This is actually my first ever Zelda game I ever finished and purchased myself, so it's an okay game. It's not exactly the best Zelda game. I really like A Link Between Worlds a hell of a lot more, but I can respect on what Skyward Sword was trying to do different from previous Zelda games. Now I have some sealed games here, so let me just go and get into them. I have Epic Mickey 1 and 2. I got these when they were on sale. As you can see here, this one was $10, and I believe this one was pretty cheap as well, under 20 probably. And the reason I bought Epic Mickey 2 on the Wii is because I hear that this one's like the least buggiest version, so there's that. And then I also have The Last Story, which was one of the games along with Xenoblade Chronicles to go through the, I forget the project name, but it was basically this game, Pandora's Tower, and Xenoblade to be transferred to North America because there was such a high demand for it, and Nintendo of America fell through and they did it, so I'm very happy that they did that. So yeah, all I need is Pandora's Tower, and then I have all 3 of those games. So that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys haven't already, you can subscribe. I put new videos up every Saturday. If you want, you can go and like the video to go and show your support. And if you want to go and check out my Pikmin 1 and 2 review, they will be in the description below, along with my Facebook and Twitter, where I put updates on my future videos and other stuff I just talk about. So that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching this video again. I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers!